kids, I welcome you all to the second lesson of pronoun. I hope you have understood the first video of pronoun where we learned what pronouns are, what are the kinds of pronouns, and you learned what are the different forms of personal pronoun, right? So let's have a quick recap about the personal pronouns. So can you give me some examples of personal pronouns? Yes? Yes, you're right. I'm sure you all have the answers. So just look at the green board and recall it. So the personal pronouns are I, you, we, he, she, and they. Kids, you all would have come across a scenario like this. That is, you all are sitting in a classroom and talking to each other during your lunch break. Well, you would say, hey, look, today I have got this special pencil. The other child would tell you, look at this book is mine. Well, look at my lunch box, it's just so colorful. Oh, let that be. My water bottle is much more attractive. I'm sure you all would have discussed things like this in your classes, right? So, did you notice that everybody is talking about what they own, right? So, our next pronoun is something which is related to it. And what is that? That is called the possessive pronoun. Okay? So, it talks about ownership or something that I own. So let's look at the examples now. That is ours, yours, mine, hers, his, yours, which is repeated here, theirs. Right? So these are the two types of pronouns. That is personal pronoun, which we did in the last class, and today we are going to start with the possessive pronouns. Let's look at some more examples. It says, that's mine. Wrong. It's ours. Right? So, can you identify the possessive pronoun in this group of sentences? Yes, you're right. It is going to be mine. And it says ours. So, the first one, it says that this particular book is mine. And the other person says wrong. No, it's ours. Okay. So the next one. So I suppose those clothes are yours. So there's a first sentence where they are pointing out that the clothes are yours. No, it's theirs. So it's not yours but theirs. I hope you've understood what possessive pronouns are. Can you recall? Yes. Try to give the answer there. Personal pronouns are pronouns which will talk about ownership or tell us something that we are owning. So the word which is used in the place of noun, where it talks about the noun's ownership, is called a possessive pronoun. Kids, I want you to think of another situation where in summer vacations you would have gone out of Bangalore to visit a particular place. Yes, then you would have visited the special places in that particular city, like the museum, the zoo, or some popular building. And while you all were walking into those places, you would have conversed among yourselves like this. Hey, look at those. Those are really beautiful buildings. Look at this. This is such a nice flower. Look at them. Or look at these. They are arranged so neatly. Look at those people. They are walking in a group. Yes? You would have, I'm sure. So these examples or this kind of sentences lead me to another concept of today's lesson, that is demonstrative pronouns. So demonstrative pronouns are pronouns which are used to point out at something specific, near or far. Now look at the examples. That, those, this and these. Please look here. This and that. They both are used for pointing out a singular object. So this is used for a near object. That is used for a far off object. These and those. These two demonstrative pronouns are used when we are referring to plural objects. These are referred to something which is near, and those are referred to something which is very far off. Look at these examples now to learn more about the demonstrative pronoun. This is a big house. So it is something which is near and singular. These are lovely flowers, which are near and they are in plural or many. Such was his understanding. Now such is talking about an idea. It's literally not an object but an idea which the person has or had understood. So let's underline the demonstrative pronouns this, these and such. Kids, it's now time for another concept. Well, here again I want you to think of a situation. Well, the situation is you are traveling and you're having a map guide and you're looking for certain things in that particular city. So what would you do? Yes, the first thing would be that you would approach a person and ask him, excuse me, where can I find the restaurant? Where can I find the museum? What do I do to get to this place? Who can help me? Right? These are the questions that you would ask them. So this leads me to the next concept, that is interrogative pronoun. Okay? So interrogative pronoun, it means asking questions. If you remember, we did interrogative sentences. So yes, they ask questions. So here the pronouns do as the word says here, that is ask questions. For example, who, whom, whose, where, what, whatever, whomever. So who is going to arrive first? What are you bringing to the party? Which of these do you like better? So I hope you've understood. Here, if we can just spot or highlight the interrogative pronouns, who is going to arrive first? So it's like who, okay? What are you bringing to the party? What? Which of these do you like better? Which? Kids, let's quickly do a recap of what we have learned. Now, we'll first focus on the possessive pronouns. Here we are going to circle the possessive pronouns. I want you to read the sentences and identify one possessive pronoun which goes correct with the sentence. So shall we begin? I did mine or my assignment the day before yesterday. So what do you think is the correct answer? Yes, you're right. It is mine. So I did my assignment the day before yesterday. So what is the second one? It says its, and its title is very creative. So what do you think it will be? Yes, it will be its. Its title is very creative. I'm sorry, it's going to be this. So with, if you observe, IT with apostrophe S means it is. Okay children? So its title is very creative. So the correct answer is it. So we generally make this mistake but I suggest you do not do that. Understand that whenever there is an apostrophe, it means that is completed by is. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. That is, ours or our leader gave many good suggestions. So here it's talking about one leader. So what do you think will be the possessive pronoun? Yes, it is going to be our leader. Very good. So everyone liked hers or her bold new attitude. So can you find the correct answer now? Yes, you're right. It is her bold attitude. Everyone liked her bold new attitude. Okay. Then they brought their or their food to the potluck. I'm sure you all know what a potluck is. They gather, everybody gets the food from their home and they all together settle down there and eat together. Okay, so that's potluck. So they brought their or their. So which one is correct? Yes, the second option is correct. Very good. Their food to the potluck. I hope you've understood the possessive pronouns really well now. Students, let's practice some questions on demonstrative pronouns. Choose the correct demonstrative pronoun from the brackets. So we're going to read the sentence first, then choose the correct demonstrative pronoun. So first one, dash are the shoes I like. It is these or this. So what do you think is the correct answer? So if you look at this word, it is shoes, that's plural, right? So if you look at this is used for singular and this one is used for these. So we shall choose the correct answer here, that is T-H-E-S-E, these. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. That's second one here. Dash car over there is the best one. Okay, so this car or that car. So again, recall, what did I tell you? This means something we are pointing out at a near object, and that means the far off object. So what do you think the car is, near or far? Yes, you're right, it's far. So that, you will choose this answer and you will write that. Okay, so next one, third one, that those store across the street sells clothes. So what will you choose among these two? So the stores across the street sells clothes. So which one? The store is singular, so which one would you choose? That or those? Yes, you're right again, it's that. So I'm going to choose this and I'm going to write it here. Then fourth one, dash these is the year we'll win the championship. So which one would you use? The championship and the year. So year is singular, so it is telling us is the year we'll win the championship. Okay, so this and these. So what is that? This is the year or these is the year. So if you match this and this, if you see, is all singular. So this is the correct answer. Right? So when you are filling all these demonstrative pronouns, just try to find an agreement with the nouns that we're talking about here. Okay? So then, do you know dash rules? That rules or these rules? So that is again for singular. Here we're talking about rules, which is multiple, right here. So that's why you will choose these. Okay? So you're going to write these. Okay? So these were the examples for demonstrative pronouns. I hope you all understood it really well. Kids, now let us understand the interrogative pronouns. Let's work on a few examples. So we go about the exercise like this. Choose the correct interrogative pronoun. So again, you have choices in this exercise. You're going to choose the correct one and then fill in the blank. Alright. So dash one of the books are your favorite. So the options here, what or which. So what will you fill here? Which one of the books or what one of the books, right? So you have multiple books here, so you go for which. So here you will write which. Okay, so yeah, this is a question, so we're going to punctuate it. Then to dash should I address the letter. So here they are asking to whom or to who should I address the letter. So obviously it's a person, so you would write to whom. So you choose this answer and you complete the work here. To whom should I address the letter. Third one, dash is the new student in the band. Okay, so who is the new student or where is the new student? So I know you have the answer. So new student is a person, so the best interrogative pronoun would be who. Where will fit in for a place. For example, where is the new student going? Or the new student is looking for the principal's office, so he would ask you, where is the principal's office, right? So where is used for a place and who is used for a person. So you complete this here. And then fourth one, dash would you like to do tomorrow? Dash would you like to do tomorrow? Now I want you to think here, I'm not giving you any options here. So what do you think will be the correct answer? Yes, you're right. It is going to be what would you like to do tomorrow. So just fill that here. And we'll go to the last one. Dash birthday is in the month of April. So what is the answer here? It's asking dash birthday is in the month of April. So what is the most possible one? What do you think? Yes, you're right. It could be whose birthday, right? You cannot write what, which, where, no. You can write whose birthday is in the month of April. Alright children, so I hope you have understood the interrogative pronouns. Students, I now want you to take your Tune Into Grammar textbook and come to page number 11, and there's a yellow box on the right corner of the page. I want you to focus on that topic there. It says the pronoun it is used in the following ways or following situations. So the first one is, it can be used for non-living things. For example, when you're talking about something which is a non-living thing, then you use it. For example, iPhone is costly, yet I love it. Okay, so here you're talking about iPhone and then you're writing it in the end there, I love it, because you will not repeat iPhone there, I love iPhone, you would not. So in place of iPhone, you're writing it. Okay, so next one is with animals. So when you're not sure whether it's a female or a male, then you just write it. Okay, so I love parrot, it keeps talking. Okay, so parrot and it. So in place of parrot, you're using it. The third one is weather, that is the climate, right? So here it says, it is autumn, it is 12 o'clock. So it will talk about the timing and it will talk about the weather. Alright. Now let's look at the other examples. It also says it is used for young child. So for example, when I saw the child, it was downloading Need for Speed from Play Store. Okay, so the child, you're not again by differentiating whether it is a male child or a female child. The child is there in front of the system and trying to download a game from the Play Store. So that, if you see, observe, it was downloading. So the child was downloading. Is that clear? So next, when we want to emphasize on a noun or a pronoun. For example, it was I who poked you on Facebook, right? So there it was I. So what would you say? You are referring to yourself, however you are using it before the subject I. So you want to emphasize on yourself or the noun, that is I. Then it is used as a temporary subject, so it is like it is easy to find faults in others. So this is the example where you do not have any particular a subject there, but it is just using it as a temporary subject. So it is easy to find faults with others. So kids, I hope you have understood this chapter really well. I would suggest you watch the video, and while you're watching the video, try to write down the points or the examples listed in the video in your notebooks as class notes. And then try to work on the exercises given in the Tune Into Grammar book. I hope you have your plans and your focus on the studies. I wish you good luck for your studies, and I hope you stay safe and healthy. Until then, happy learning. You take care. Bye-bye.